Your body is mostly composed of empty space. This is a weird thing to think about. So for example, your body is overwhelmingly made of 4 elements. We've got hydrogen, we've got carbon, we've got oxygen, we've got nitrogen. Basically like 99 point something percent of your body is made up of these 4 elements. But then you ask the question, what is a hydrogen atom? A hydrogen atom is made up of a little nucleus in the middle, which in fact only has 1 proton. And then it has a cloud that's composed of an electron, 1 single electron particle that's moving so fast around it that it makes a kind of cloud of electron-ish stuff, which gives it the impression, it gives it the effect of behaving like a sphere. Does that make sense?
Like I'm imagining my finger trying to poke into it, but it's spinning around so fast that I'm always hitting the electron no matter what. Okay.
But what if I were able to, and I could do this, if I'm a physicist, I can stop time and I stop the electron and the proton is sitting there in the middle. So then if I do that, I can then measure what the size of these individual particles are, right? Again, because what we see is a phenomenon, is an effect due to the fact the electron's spinning around so fast. What if I stop the electron and I have the proton in the middle? Then I ask, okay, how big are these things? How much stuff is there actually in a hydrogen atom? And the distance between these 2 things, the proton and the electron, is actually so huge that it kind of like, it's really hard for me to even like wrap my head around it. And I'm a physicist. So if the proton in the middle of a hydrogen atom were the size of my fist, then the most likely place you'd find the electron particle going around it would be something like 2.5 kilometers away. And in between my fist and the electron is nothing. It's empty space. There's nothing inside there.
And then if you go in all directions, that's an incredible amount of space, right? Like in every...
It's empty space. So your body is overwhelmingly empty space. The electrons are zooming around at such a rate that it gives this effect of you being solid, but you're not actually solid.
So is there any chance that I could someday just walk through a wall then?
Yes, there is.
If everything clicked correctly, I could someday just walk through a wall.
Yes, you could. This is actually, I don't want to get into the details here, but it actually doesn't have so much to do with the empty space part of you. It has something to do with quantum mechanics. And if some of you want to dig into quantum physics on your own, there is a probability that if I were leaning against a wall and I leaned against the wall for long enough, all of my particles could spontaneously tunnel through the wall and appear on the other side of the wall. But the time that I would have to lean against the wall to make this happen, to eventually allow this to happen, is something like, I forget the number, like maybe 10 to the power 35 years. I'm probably not going to live that long, especially given the fact that the universe is the age of the universe is currently only 10 to the power 10 years. So 10 to the power 35 is a lot larger than that.